Global War 36 enthusiast here with Operation 8th Air Force, Turn 6.4, Japan. It is January 1939. Japan has 2 tech rolls. First I tried for radar at a 7 or higher. PBE generated an 11, so I succeeded. I advanced to stage 1. Second, I tried for improved construction. PBE generated a 9, so I succeeded. 2 successes in the same turn. Awesome. So I've rolled 11 times and I've got 4 successes. Japan this turn is going to declare war on the Netherlands. The Netherlands will become British controlled. Great Britain will move up 2 IPP to 18. ANZAC or FEC will move up 2 to 9. ANZAC will move up 2 to 7. France will move up 1 to 11. Let's put this guy this way and this guy this way, and these guys this way. Okay. And then the United States will go up 13 because PBE generated PBE generated a 2 and an 11. So 13, that's actually perfectly average. That's exactly what you'd expect with 2d12. So, and then Japan moves up 1 for Siam because Siam aligns in the production phase of this turn. Let's go to purchases. Japan has 36 IPP to spend. I will purchase 3 militia for 6, 5 infantry for 15, that's 21, 2 marines for 8, that's 29, and 1 naval transport for 7, that's 36. Got a little bit of housekeeping. Here in Viipuri province, Panzer J attacked from Karelia to Viipuri province. The fortification that's in Viipuri province is actually on the border with Leningrad. So if you don't send any land units from Leningrad into Viipuri province, you don't face the fortification bonus. And that means that on the first round, Panzer J rolled 3 for his infantry, and 2 of them were 5s. He counted them as hits because of the fortification bonus, but since the Finns don't get the fortification bonus, those 2 hits didn't count, and he got 1 hit with the fortification first strikes. That doesn't count. We PBE'd the extra infantry that the Soviets should have had, and it missed, so that second round defending Finnish infantry did hit on a 4, and Viipuri province was captured with 5 Soviet infantry. All right, combat movement. I have a lot, and it's really complicated. Sorry about this. I've tried to set it up as best as I can, and I'll try to be as clear as I can. Let's see. And also, I didn't prepare very well last turn. So I'm doing a Panzer J attack into Borneo, just 1 infantry and 1 bombardment. That's not the best. All right, from Sea Zone P16, these 2 destroyers will pick up 2 infantry from Tokyo. They'll move 1 to P34, 2 to P43, 3 to P44. The French can't declare war on the Japanese because they're not at wartime income, and then 4 down to P52. Then I'll drop off 1 in Dutch New Guinea and 1 in Maluku Islands. So Maluku Islands and Dutch New Guinea. Okay, that's gonna increase Japan by 1 up to 31. I'm gonna go through these one by one to make sure I don't skip something. All right, from Kyushu, this naval transport, not that guy, this guy will leave port carrying 1 infantry from Kyushu and move down 1 to P32, 2 to P41, and there it will pick up a marine from Kwangtung. And then it will move its 3rd move here into P50. And then drop off those 2 units, the infantry and the marine, in Sumatra. Okay, off the light carrier that's in P-59, a tactical bomber is going to go to Java. I might not have that on camera. And then that light carrier will move to P-50. The tactical bomber that's flying to Java is going to land in Siam. So 1 to Java, 2 to P-50, 2 to P-59, 3 to P-50, 4 to land in Siam. So the tactical from Java's landing in Siam, and that allows a fighter from Kwangtung to fly 1 to P-41, 2 to P-53 to Sumatra, and it will land on the light carrier in P-50. That'll be the fourth move there. So that's my Sumatra attack: an infantry, a marine, and a fighter. All right, now from C-Zone P-59, 1 tactical will come off the carrier and go on map in P-59. It will be the screening force engaging that coastal sub and the naval transport. No matter what, I'll win there because I'll just get one shot at 7. Either coastal sub will submerge or will die. So that will be, my screening force will get through there. All right, from C-Zone P-59, the coastal sub that's here is going to move down to P-61 and form a screening force. Let's see, from, I think P-41, from P-41, off this task force card and this sub, I will bring 1 light cruiser, 2 torpedo boat destroyers, and 1 sub. Those units will move to P-50 and then to P-59, and they'll join with the last tactical, what am I looking for? A sub, here we go. And that tactical in P-59 will come down, go on map here in P-61. So that will be my screening force: a light cruiser, a normal sub, a coastal sub, and 2 torpedo boat destroyers, and a tactical on map. Let me grab that tactical on map. Okay, that'll be the screening force there against the destroyer and sub in P-61. Okay, from C-Zone P-59, oops, I already said that. From C-Zone P-41, 1 destroyer will pick up a marine from Kwangtung, and it'll move down here to P-61. That'll be the continuing force. It will drop off the marine in Lesser Sunda Islands, but I can't do that yet. I have to first make sure that I win that battle in P-61. So it's not a walk-on yet, although it's pretty likely that I'm going to win there. Knock on wood, famous last words. Okay, from C-Zone P-41, 1 naval transport will pick up 2 infantry from Kwangtung and move down to P-59. Guess I'll put that on the card here. And drop off 1 infantry in Borneo. Let me move this down a little bit. And 1 infantry in Java. All right, from C-Zone P-41, 1 battleship will come down to, I guess I should just move this task force marker down here. 1 battleship will come down and bombard Borneo. So it'll be 1 infantry with 1 bombardment If I don't hit my bombard, then it's going to be a 50-50 chance about Borneo. All right. From C-Zone P41, the other naval transport will pick up one Marine from Kwang Tung and one infantry from Formosa, and then come down to C-Zone P59. It'll be in the continuing force, and it'll drop those two guys off here in Java. From C-Zone P50, I got this destroyer. It will move up to P41, pick up a Marine, move down 2, 3 to P59. It'll be in the continuing force, and it will drop off. Wait, did I do that wrong? I thought I had two. Boy. I thought I had two. Oh my gosh, I'm so confused. I swear I start the game with 5 naval transports. Oh, I see. It's over on this task force card. Okay, sorry. I do have a second naval transport. It carries down, or I'm sorry, I already did that. Okay, no wonder it's on my naval task force. So I've got one, on my cards, I've got one naval transport here and one naval transport there. In any case, the destroyer comes down carrying another Marine from Kwang Tung, and that enables me to have, with Java, 2 infantry, 2 Marines, 1 tactical. And then from C-Zone P14, this battlecruiser is going to move down 4, 1 to 32, 2 to 41, 3 to 50, 4 to 59, to provide bombardment into Java. The other battleship from C-Zone P41 moves down to P59, provides bombardment. And then from Kwang Tung, 1 heavy cruiser will leave port, come down to P59, join that continuing force to provide bombardment. So I'll have 3 bombards, 4 infantry at 1, because Java is mountain, and 1 tactical. All right, I think that is everything. Let me just double check that I got all that right. So I got the battle cruiser, heavy cruiser, battleship. Okay, that's it. We're ready to roll dice. I think we'll do the 2 naval battles first. In C-Zone P61, there is a coastal sub that I have at 2, and I'm going to roll that first. It doesn't have first strike because he has a destroyer, but I could get a target select. Actually, it doesn't matter if I did get a target select now that I think about it, because the only thing I can hit is the destroyer. 2 torpedo boat destroyers at 2. Nope. 1 regular sub at 3. Hit. I don't need to roll the light cruiser because the light cruiser cannot hit his sub. The only thing I can roll is my tactical. I got 1 shot at 7, and then he'll submerge if I miss, and I missed. So I was kind of hoping to kill that guy, because that's going to be more of a pain when it has the high movement. Bad way to start. But if I get lucky with Borneo, I'll shut up. All right, the next is I've got 1 shot at 7 against the coastal sub in P59. Hit. Okay, so would have loved to reverse that, but I had 2 shots at 7. Likely I'd get 1 of those subs. The naval transport is destroyed as well in P59. Okay, so I can drop off in Lesser Sunda Islands. I can drop off there, and there's nothing to stop me. So Japan will go up 1 for Lesser Sunda Islands. Now let's do Sumatra. I've got 2 shots at 2 with my Marine and infantry. Miss, and 1 shot at 6 with my fighter. Hit, and he's got 1 shot at 2. Good. Okay, so didn't lose a Marine. Sumatra is taken. It's with a infantry and a Marine. It's worth 2. The fighter lands on the light carrier in P50. And Japan goes to 34. Okay, now the lucky. Do I get my bombardment? One shot at 4 in Borneo. This is the battleship bombard. Nope, trouble. So it'll be rolling 2s over and over. One shot at 2. This is my attacking guy. One defending at 2. One attacker at 2. One defender at 2. One attacker at 2. One defender at 2. One attacker at 2. Hit. Oh, yeah, okay, that was me. One defender at 2. I rolled so many times I didn't know. I forgot, like, which one I was. So I got lucky in Borneo. That goes up 2. So Japan is at 36. And now we have Sumatra. No, Java, I mean. Okay, I've got one heavy cruiser bombardment. Oh my gosh, hit. One battle cruiser bombardment and one battleship bombardment. Nope. Well, I figured I'd get one of those bombards. I've got 4 at 1 with my infantry class units in the mountains. And I've got 1 at 7, my tactical. It does have target select if I roll a 1, 2, or... I did. I got a 2, so I get to pick an infantry. So he lost 1 militia and I killed 1 infantry. He'll have a militia and infantry for next turn. He gets 1 shot with 2 with his militia. And 2 shots at 4 with his infantry. Oh, all right, great. I thought I'd take a hit there, so I didn't lose a Marine. I have 4 shots at 1. Miss, and 1 shot at 7. Another target select. Okay, so he's down to 1 militia. 1 militia at 2, and 1 infantry at 4. Well, I really should have... He's had 3 rolls at 4. I really should have lost something there. 4, he's down to 1 militia. 4 at 1, hit. And then he's got 1 at 2. Miss. Okay, well that was lucky because I figured I would lose a Marine and an infantry. I didn't lose anything. So the British will be happy that they have a sub, and the Japanese are happy that they didn't lose a Marine. Okay, so let's come over here and show what I'm doing. Java's taken, let me get some chips, with 2 infantry, 2 Marines. That makes me go up 2 to 38. Okay, the 2 tactical bombers that were on map will both land on the carrier in P59. The tactical that's in Java is going to land in Siam. Let's see. I don't think I have any other, like, landing aircraft things. So let's do non-combat movement. From Rihi, 1 infantry will strategic rail move to Kwang Tung. So I'll put that on the Kwang Tung card. From Korea, 2 fighters will fly to Kwang Tung. So I'll have 3 fighters there on the Kwang Tung card. Hoping that by having 3 fighters and 3 heavy cruisers, I will dissuade Hambone from attacking with the KMT. Okay. From C-Zone P14, 1 naval transport will move over to C-Zone P-15, pick up 2 infantry from Kyushu and move to P-32, drop off those 2 infantry in Hunan, and then it will go in port in Nanking. And this naval transport from P-16 will do the same thing. It'll move to P-15, pick up 2 infantry, move to P-32, and then go in port. So there'll be 2 naval transports in port in Nanking, and 4 infantry will be there in Hunan. Let me get an in-port marker. Okay. From Tokyo, 1 infantry will move to Honshu. From Shantung, 1 infantry will move to Hunan. From Hunan, 1 infantry will move onto the card in Kwangtung. So I think that gets me up to 5 infantry there in Kwangtung. In Shantung, 1 cavalry, 1 motorized infantry, towing 1 artillery. Those 3 units move down 1-2 to Kwangtung. So they'll join that card. A cavalry, motorized, and an artillery. Look somewhere else, Hambone. Leave me alone. All right. I think that's everything. Let me just double check. I think I moved everything. Those 2 fighters, the transports. Okay, placement of units. In Suyan, 1 militia. In Shantung, 1 militia. And in Kwangtung, 1 militia. Okay, in Rihi, 1 infantry. In Tokyo, 1 infantry. And then everything else goes in Kyushu. 3 infantry, 2 marines, and at that shipyard in Kyushu, 1 naval transport in port. Collect income. Japan's at 38, plus the 6 bonus income for China brings me to 44. Is that right? For some reason, I thought I was going to be at 45. Let's see, I started the turn at 29, got 1 for Siam, 30. I should have got 9. Oh, I frickin' forgot to do Celebs. Damn it! Oh, God, I know I... Hold on. Did I have that written down anywhere, or did I just mess up? Oh, I'm so sorry. Hold on a second. Let me do a... Okay, let's see. Nope, I just completely forgot about Celebs. Damn it! Ugh. Okay, so, yeah, this was just boneheaded. Shoot! I don't know what I was thinking. I shouldn't have moved there. I should have moved here. This guy should have moved here and dropped him off instead of Maluku. I should have dropped off in Celebs. Ugh, moronic. Okay, so 44 for Japan. That's just stupid. That is just frustrating. But I'm not going to say anything, because the reason why is because I got lucky in Java not losing a Marine. So even though stupidity is costing me 1 IPP, I don't know why I took Maluku Islands. Okay, that's frustrating. That is just not good planning. All right, I did collect income. Disposition of forces. Yeah, we definitely need to do disposition of forces. In Rihi, 1 militia, 1 infantry. In Suyan, 1 militia, 4 infantry, 1 artillery. In Hopei, 1 militia. In Shantung, 1 militia. In Hunan, 1 militia, 5 infantry. In Kwangtung, 1 militia, 3 heavy cruisers in port, 5 infantry, 1 mountain infantry, 3 marines, 1 cavalry, 1 motorized infantry, 1 artillery, 3 fighters. In Formosa, 1 seaplane. In Nanking, 2 naval transports. In Kyushu, 1 naval transport in port, 3 infantry, 2 marines. In Honshu, 1 infantry. In Tokyo, 1 infantry. Okinawa, Volcano Islands, Bonin, Caroline Islands, Marshall Islands, Palau, they still have 1 militia each. P-52, dumb. 2 destroyers, 1 marine in Dutch New Guinea, 1 marine in Maluku Islands, nothing in Celebs. Lesser Sunda Islands, 1 marine. Java, 2 infantry, 2 marines. The Dutch still have a sub here. Let's see. Oh, I have, in the Sea Zone P61, I have a light cruiser, destroyer, submarine, coastal sub, 2 torpedo boat destroyers. In Sea Zone P59, 2 battleships, 1 battle cruiser, 1 light cruiser, 1 heavy cruiser, 1 destroyer, 2 naval transports, 1 fleet carrier with 2 tacticals. Java infantry marine, Borneo infantry. In Sea Zone P50, 1 light carrier with a fighter, torpedo boat destroyer, submarine, coastal submarine, naval transport. In P41, submarine. In Siam, militia, tactical bomber. Next up is Hambone with turn 6.5 Commonwealth and 6.6 France.